Hey everybody, in this video I want to show you two really cool Unity features that are built in that'll save you a ton of time if you know they exist. The first one will really save you on animations if you've got a lot of characters or even more than one character and you don't like building up a bunch of animator controllers. And the second one is something that I used to recommend people build on their own, but then I saw Peter's video this morning and thought, oh wow, this is awesome. I should make sure everybody knows about this since I just found out myself. Let's start with animation. I'm building a game that has hundreds of characters and all of them need to animate, but they all have very different animations. This Evil Eyes animations are very different from this Ladybug's or the Hornet or any of these other characters that I've got here, like this nice little mimic that wants to shoot out gold coins. So one of the things I could do is build an animator for every single character, and I found that that's what some people have been doing forever because that's what you used to have to do. But there's actually a better solution. If you look at this thing, you notice that in my animator, all of the things are named after orcs. That's because when I use an animator, I create a single one for all of my characters, or at least almost all of my characters. Occasionally, I'll have a different one for something very unique. But for general characters, I'll create a single animator. And then for every sub character that has its own set of animations, I'll just use an animator override controller. You can create these just by right-clicking in the Unity folder, hitting create, and going to animation and then choosing override controller. You give it the base controller. Mine is this Orc Warrior one. And then you assign the animations that are for that specific thing. For instance, with this Mimic, I've got an attack that came with the Mimic. I just drag it into what was my sword and slash. Now, ideally, you might want to start with a base set of characters or a base character that has some nicely named animations. But I knew what all of these were, and the Orc Warrior was my first character, so I just built off of that, and I can change it up later. But this works. It makes it very simple. Makes it really easy for me to just put in as many characters as I want really, really quickly and not have to go create an animator controller. If I had to do that every time, I think I would probably go crazy and it would take me forever. So use animator override controllers if you're not already doing that now. Now, the other thing I wanted to share is also an override, but this one's for audio. I used to tell people to make a simple audio event script, but now there's a new random audio thing that's built into the Unity system in 2023 and Unity 6 and beyond. So how do you use it? Well, here's my trooper shot. You can see it plays this sound effect. I can adjust the pitch right here and make it sound really weird. But if I want it to vary, what I can do instead is create this new animation or audio thing. Let's go right click. I said animation. That's okay. We'll go find it. Audio. There we go. It's an audio random container. And we're going to call this a laser blast. And then we'll just take the audio clips, or we hit the edit button first. It pops up this nice little window, audio random container, and in it we can specify the audio clips. So I'll find the audio clip that we're using there. The clip's named Explosion Laser 2, and I gotta say it's very difficult to navigate with this window because it, for some reason, doesn't have a lock option. So if you go select anything else, it switches away from it. Super painful, but VTabs has made that a little bit helpful or a little bit handier with the little tabs down here showing my folders. So I've got an Explosion Laser 2. I'm gonna add Explosion Laser 3 to my audio clips and Explosion Laser 4. We can also play with pitch randomization, so I can turn on the random option and add a little bit of a variation. Maybe make it get a little bit higher pitched. If I can drag, okay, this in the window, I feel like it needs just a little bit of love, but I've got this converter set up, or this container set up. Let's go assign it. I just go find that impact that had the audio source, and I can replace the audio source. Notice that it says audio resource now instead of audio source. They changed it somewhere along the way, and now it takes both types. So I can put that audio source in there and start shooting. And get a little bit of variation. I don't know that I really love my variation there, but I'm sure you can get the idea. You can play with it and do all kinds of different variation without having to code it up yourself. It's got some options for looping, volume randomization, and everything else. Again, I think that the animation one is by far the biggest time saver. That's mostly because I usually play with a mute on. I don't really think about audio, but if you're doing that, it's super handy to have that as well. So thanks again to Peter for sharing that. And if you want to learn more about this animation stuff or this game project that I'm working on, make sure that you subscribe and drop comments down below if you got any questions or thoughts on animation or other new systems that people should know about that I haven't taught about yet, or maybe don't even know about because things keep getting added semi-secretly. All right, see you in the next video. Bye. If you want to learn how to build multiplayer games and you're not sure how to start or how to get it done, go to game.courses and check out the Multiplayer Mastery course. It's my latest course on advanced game development where you'll learn how to build both a peer-to-peer racing game and a Diablo-style RPG with inventory, abilities, and spells, and a whole lot more. And if you're a new game developer or just getting into the industry, check out the Game Programmer course. It'll take you from zero experience to the point where you can build and deploy a fun local multiplayer game. You can enroll in both of them at game.courses today.